One of the most majestic wonders of the Americas, the Orinduik Falls in British Guiana. Gigantic even in this land of tremendous waterfalls. Vast sugar plantations not far away seem as though separated by centuries from the bustle of modern industry, which British Guiana affords elsewhere. For this fascinating country on the northeastern coast of South America vividly contrasts the old and the new. And where the 20th century has touched it only lightly, as if in passing, the older ways linger. The tempo remains leisurely, a facet of the Commonwealth appearing to disregard 1966. But Georgetown, the capital, no suggestion here that time stands still. The Royal Yacht Britannia was at the quayside, the royal standard proclaiming that Her Majesty was aboard. The head of the Commonwealth, greeted by the Governor Sir Richard Luyt, had come to pay her long-promised visit to British Guiana, a royal visit conforming in these greetings to the pattern of such occasions. But for British Guiana, from the Governor and the members of his entourage, very gaily attired, down to ordinary people, this was indeed a very big day. The warm-hearted thousands of Georgetown cheered as the Queen and Duke drove to the public buildings. Completely confounded were the gloomy prophets who predicted that the reception would be tepid. It had been a triumphal progress all the way. The Queen's unforced charm and the natural friendliness of Prince Philip won the people's heart all along the route. There was another surge of enthusiasm when Her Majesty mentioned British Guiana's forthcoming independence next May. In the Legislative Chamber, Her Majesty unveiled a portrait of herself, commemorating the present visit. Prince Philip then unveiled his portrait. They will be a reminder of the independent government's link with Crown and Commonwealth. After that ceremony, the Queen and Duke drove to the Promenade Gardens. And on the way, there was more evidence that the people had totally disregarded the Progressive Party's advice to boycott the royal visit. In British Guiana, you don't have to go to the circus to see this sort of thing. There was another big crowd at the gardens. A chance here for a lot of people outside government circles to meet the Queen and Duke at close quarters. Also, the mayors of Georgetown and New Amsterdam presented the wives of members of their councils. By train, the Queen and Duke went to the village of Plaisance. This line is one of the oldest in the world, laid down only a few years after the first railway in England. The Prime Minister accompanied them. There was not the least self-consciousness in the presentation of the bouquet. On royal tours, the next engagement is always beckoned. So eventually, it had to be goodbye to British Guiana. And what a wealth of goodwill and understanding the Queen and Duke left behind in this rapidly progressing country.